position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Alabama's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Rodgers. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll try the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Open field on the right. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. They go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting...
Got some room in under the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contained. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on it. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. So Georgia's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Smith dropping to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Dogs! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by him.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Makes the grab. Touchdown Tide. A great catch and run for 6. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Smith wants to throw. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Setting up the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Returners only get so many chances in a game, and you really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of time you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quarterback making checks. Try to get it to the edge. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. Using the quick game. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Quarterback keeps it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quarterback will keep it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wide open downfield. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
They'll give it to the back. Makes a pass to Marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. You can go way back. History books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. It's a draw. Breaks into the open. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bama!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but they've been in a dogfight so far and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Ohio. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Swings it out to the flat. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to throw on third. Fires to the middle. Finds a man by himself. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Caught over the middle. It's Yates. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. The offense will quickly use the timeout. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Absolutely center cut. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On the move. That's a fumble. And a fumble out of bounds. Not exactly the most memorable way to end the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Hauls it in. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away, see where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his target down the middle. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's got it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Touch pass on the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. They're going to run it to the right. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead 26.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
That's caught. It's Knox. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back.
Continues to fight for yards. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Alabama comes to the line with first and 10. Finds the tight end.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gets the back moving to the ground with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit more.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with third and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in. It's Knox. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Intercepted to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Give to the back. Just keeps moving. At the 45 on his way. Oh, touchdown Dogs! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Handoff to the single running back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give to the back. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense...
He's loose on the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They're giving up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers the space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate play.
Might be changing the route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now. They're going to start force-feeding this guy to football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Smith wants to throw. Slips away. They're facing a 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, it's a reverse. Open space at the 25. And the defense drags him down. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Absolutely perfect. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat him. A 5-point lead here in the 4th. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not...
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the... act of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots.
He smashes his way through again. Touchdown, Georgia. He shed tackles right and left in Houston. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. Might be calling a hot route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Lost the defense, he's wide open. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. He'll do it himself. Runs through a tackle. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Stopped at the 28. Big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down here for the offense. They'll leave it with him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Give to the running back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. Finds some room. Touchdown Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Oh, they're after him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying play action. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He's taking the deep shot. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. And so they'll have one more chance. One possession behind. The pass interference penalty will give them an untimed down and a chance at a little glory. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take another shot here. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our season didn't pan the way we wanted it to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.